Okay, for this video, what I'd like you to do is download some more files. I've given you a bunch of navigation bars that I have created and that you can use. To find those, go to the modules, and you can actually download from the week 8 module and go ahead and click weekly files. And I want you to navigate to the bottom of this, and I want you to download navigation bars to zip. Okay, go ahead and bring those to your desktop. Okay, within this folder, what you're going to have are a series of navigation systems that I've created. I'll go ahead and just open them. I'll go ahead and open up this one, simple navigation system here, another style, another style, number 4. Now, if you want to use that, you just have to make sure that you are changing some of the styles. Like this one is 800. You're going to have to make your nav box larger to fit into your website. So you're going to have to go into those styles. Another one. Again, each of these have sort of a different code recipe to create these. And we'll go over a few of them. It looks like this one, I actually forgot to put a width on this one. And then a navigation bar with a small logo. This is probably the most complex one, which is why I only gave you one. All right, what I'd like you to do is drop this folder into your USB. So open up your USB, Art116, your name folder, and drop that folder in. I've actually already done it, but go ahead and do that. I'm going to put this video on pause. Okay, open up a new Dreamweaver document. So I'm going to create new document HTML and create. I'm going to save it right away. File, save. Navigate to my USB, Art116, my name folder. And this layout is going to utilize that cat banner. So you can call it cat layout if you'd like. And save. Again, I'm going to create a style sheet. Go ahead and do that, and I'll come back. Okay, at this point you should have created a style sheet. Go ahead and attach that style sheet. So I'm going to go under my CSS Designer. I'm going to add new, attach existing. I'm going to browse to that in my CSS folder. And cat styles. I actually have already done this one, so I already had one in here. And say OK. I'm going to quickly show you what we're going to build. If I can find it real quickly, I'm going to go File, Open, navigate to my USB, cat layout. Oh, that was the one I just created. File, Open. Here it is. Okay, we're going to create this layout. It's getting a little bit more complex. Close that. All right, so the first thing we want to do, sorry, I keep flipping back and forth, is we want to create the layout. We're going to have a header that has an H1 tag in it. We're going to create a navigation system. We're going to create a box for the large cat images. We're going to create some articles that are going to sit side by side and a footer. So I'm going to go ahead and lay out those boxes to begin with. So I'm going to make sure that my cursor's in the right place, and I'm going to go Insert Div. This is going to be the wrapper div or the container div, so I'm going to call it container and save. Then I'm going to go ahead and add my navigation. Now I'm going to do my header next, so I'm going to go Insert, where's header, and OK. And this time I'm actually going to have the let me say that again. I'm actually going to have the navigation div inside the header. So the header here is actually going to be the parent of that navigation bar. So I'm going to click right here, give myself some room, and I'm going to click right in between. When you nest boxes in boxes, you actually have a little bit more control when you want to float them right and left. I'm going to go ahead and go Insert Navigation and say OK. All right, after the header tag, again, I want to make sure the nav is nested, but I want the next box to be outside, so I'm going to hit the return key again. And then I'm going to add a box that's going to hold the cat image. Okay, and I believe that cat image is 1000. Okay, let me go ahead and take a look at my images. And the dimensions are 1000 by 300. I'll write that down. So that's the way I know how to format my header. All right. I'm sorry, not the header, but the box that the banner, the banner of the cat's going to go in. I'm going to go Insert, and I really don't have a box that says large image or anything like that. And they're usually called hero images, so I'm going to create a generic div, and I'm going to call it hero or hero image, and say OK. And that's what I'm going to format the width and height to fit that image. After that element, I'm going to create another div. This time I'm going to do another nesting. I'm going to create a section, and I'm going to nest 2 articles within it. So I'm going to go Insert, Section, and I'm just going to say OK. Now within the section tag, I'm going to put 2 articles. So I'm going to put 2 articles. I'm going to go Insert, Article. Now this is the point you need to think about. Do you want your articles to be the same width, have the same styling? Because if you do, you can just say OK. But if you want your articles to be different sizes, different colors, you have to give it a specific name. If I just say OK right now, they're going to act like twins and be formatted the same. For this demonstration, I'm just going to make them twins. So I'm just going to say OK. I want to create another article tag within the section tag. Again, I'm making sure that I'm within here, and I'm going to go Insert, Article, and just say OK. And the last thing I want is the footer, so I'm going to make sure that I'm outside of the section tag, so I'm going to click right after it, and I'm going to go Insert, Footer, and say OK. All right, what I want to do is I want to do my formatting now to my style sheet. I'll do that in another video.